Yeah, they stole the sound in the last video, and basically it was a 7.1 down there in Vanuatu, and they basically had a uh, tsunami warning down there because it was in red on RSOE. They might have made a mistake, but USGS uh, did not. And basically, I was just talking it and not showing any pictures, so they stole the sound. So, and if you paid attention at the time that happened, they didn't show you USA side that there was a 7.1 down there or a tsunami warning, but RSOE did. Okay, more than likely this is Earth here. Now you will see the meatball here, okay, M48 or whatever 40 number it would be if it's not 48, if it's not M45, if it's not M48, and you see it there, it's not no lens flare or anything like that. And let me stop it, I suppose. More than likely that's Earth. Let me show you the map real fast, because you'll see Mercury and Venus, and then you'll see Earth is supposed to be farther back. So off of that shot, that's what's there. And also, as you see, they're also hiding because they don't show you the whole circulation, the whole circular, because they don't want you to see or have you talk about objects that are back here, okay, which do get caught in the camera. Okay, you get it on B view and on A view, and there's stuff here, but they don't want to talk about it. They don't show it to you in the map either, okay? So watch. Now, you only see Venus when you look at this shot, okay? And I'll even zoom it in. I'll go to 200%. You only see Venus that they got marked, but you know that more than likely Mercury. So more than likely, see that and that. More than likely, maybe they did mark Mercury and you can't read it back there, but more than likely that's Earth there up there, you see? More than likely that's us up there. More than likely. Can't guarantee it, but no matter what, the meatball's right here, okay? Meatball's right here, and then let me show you some beacon shots, okay? It's more than likely this should be Earth, or Earth is somewhere here. You know Earth is somewhere in this shot, okay? Somewhere around here, okay? Anywhere in this shot. Earth has got to be here somewhere, because Venus and Mercury are there, and you've seen the map. You can back up to the map, okay? And you see the meatball there. As a matter of fact, we can play with the meatball a little bit. M45, M48, doesn't really matter, okay? Step. Reverse. Step, 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 step. And it's there. And you can't miss it. It's right there. Okay, can't miss the meatball. It's to the left. Okay, it's still there. You see that? There, nice. Symmetric. Okay, it's there. Just look. Okay, there. It's there all the time, even through the CME. You see it's still there? See the darkness? Okay, let's show you some more darkness. Darkness, no looky. See? Can't see. It's all there. Now, more than likely, Meatball's been like this in times past and ain't gonna hurt Earth at all. But you got. So now you can see this. You can't miss it. I mean, it's this big dark blotch here. Okay, and then you go back to the map again. Okay, and you know what's supposed to be there and not supposed to be there. Okay, and we'll go up and look at also up here. Okay, stereo ahead, stereo behind, and we'll even scoot over again because there's that there. Okay, on behind. See, and they didn't show you on the map, right? See, they don't want to let you see what behind's catching over there. They didn't mark it. They don't mark those a lot anymore. Okay, now you know on ahead you're seeing Mercury and Venus over there. Okay, but then you see the big meatball too. I.e., no matter what, something's making a big shadow. We've seen that. Okay, and then basically no matter what, you're getting a big shadow. Okay, you're getting a big darkness and you're getting roundness. Okay, and these are fresh shots. Stereo ahead, stereo behind. Then you see what you see, okay? And then you go up and you see what you see, okay? And we see what we see when, and that I don't even get control of my deal, because if you watch my mouse, and there you go, you see what you see, okay? So you know what that is, more than likely, okay? It's on that string there, more than likely there, okay? So, and then you got the big dark shadow, right? You got the brightness. You know the sun and the supergiants make all this brightness on the planets. And I just showed you the map of what's supposed to be there, and you see what you got. And yep, you got huge CME action all over space, which is huge. I mean, massive areas. We're talking bazillions, almost maybe billions of miles here that you can see on these shots. At least millions. Basically, it's billions of miles. And the meatball's right there at the left. You can't miss it. Okay? And I will kind of draw it because I can let it play. It's right there. Okay? The meatball is right there. Huge. You know, Earth's got to be somewhere in this shot. And more than likely, it's the one up there dancing around and dancing out of the way of the CMEs. And we got lucky on that big CME that came. And if the Colorado's meters did show it, let me see if I can show you that. Okay. So you see the meatball to the left. Let me freeze it for you before we go away here. There it is. There's the meatball right there. You can't miss it. M48 or M45, it doesn't really matter. And we don't even care about names. It's there. You can't miss it. Remember, this is a shot from behind the sun. Okay? They blocked out what they wanted to block out there behind the sun. Okay? And even though there's layers, we're going to have a dark spot here up by Venus. Okay? You see that dark spot by Venus? And you've seen on the other stuff I've already showed you? Let's pop this up to 400. We'll scoot down. There you go. Big black chunk of coal out there. Okay? Venus and Mars. And show what we've been showing you. And since that matches with this also, I'm pretty sure that's the meatball, that big dark blob. Okay? See that big dark blob? Doesn't matter if it's 45, 48, any M mass 40. Okay? It's huge, and it's right there. And you got Venus and Mercury right there in that shot, and we'll play the movie. So, no matter what, it's huge, it's huge, it's huge, and it's there. Okay? So more than likely, no matter what, that big dark blob right there is exactly what you just seen in that red movie. Okay? By Venus and Mars. Okay? So, let's pop this back out. There you go. There's your date and your picture, time, and everything. Here's from the other satellite. We'll zoom in on that. And across, and there you go. So pick out whatever you want. We pretty much know that that's more than likely. Pleiades. Doesn't matter. Pleiades. Should be Pleiades, we figured, but we know that that big mass is out there, no matter what. So you got Mars and Earth on this shot, okay, which would match. And when we went to Fireball, we got one that was half the distance of the sun to Earth, okay, and then we only had one that really showed up really big. Would be this one here. Showed up pretty big. Otherwise, you can see with your own eyes the rest of them. Alright, so still getting stuff, and look at the amount we're still getting around, and basically it's not fall solstice anymore, okay? As you can see from this shot here, we have still tons of action coming off that CME, those CMEs basically. So she's still farting her ass off, the sun is. The sun won't show up in this shot, basically won't be showed here at all, but you just see all the CME action. Remember, it's layers, 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 okay? So no matter what, as we watch this day footage from the 9th, and it's the freshest, newest we can get a hold of, huge CME, okay? Looks like it almost takes up, I mean, it is completely taking up all of camera A, okay? That whole direction, that whole side of space, which is basically, I'll show you the view. It doesn't really matter, no matter what. Everything in camera A ahead has just got CME action everywhere, and you can't miss that damn meatball. It's right there. Your eyes don't lie to you. In fact, I'm going to slow this down a little bit. Remember, there's that speed on here, and we'll just keep it playing, and I'll type the speed down to like, I think we'll go to like 5. Try that. I'll hit pause, and I don't know. I'm trying to remember. There, so this should slow it down, I think. Learn to speed it up. Hang on, I'm not even paying attention too much. Like I said, speeds it up, so we'll go to 10 again. So there you go. The meatball and all that massive moving. And look at how fast Mercury's moving too. I don't know if that's normal. It's like it moves away from the CME. Is it getting blown around from the CME? That much pressure. You see Mercury popping so fast, moving so fast. Might just be the angle, but no matter what, you got, forget angles, you can see that you got what you got right there. They got the meatball. And odds are, no matter what, we know that more than likely Earth should be in this shot, and it sure makes sense that would be Earth up here. And we know we've been staying safe away from the CME, so did we do a nice little dance shift real fast like Mercury's doing too, getting the hell out of the way, because we went to the right a little bit there. Or something did. Doesn't matter what planet. Now from behind you're going to see a lot of darkness. Okay? See all that darkness you get? More than likely from one of the masses, either 48 or 45. Doesn't matter, it's a huge meatball and you can see it. So you got Mercury and Saturn in this shot, and then I can also go ahead and give you so I'll go to the map. I had a technical glitch here, but no matter what, Mercury's right there, so let's look at the map. And you got Saturn. They got that as Saturn, okay? So Venus could be in this shot, doesn't really matter. They got that as Saturn, it doesn't matter, because Mercury we know for sure is there, okay? So watch. Here's our map, and that's the camera we're getting it from. We're getting it from that satellite right there, okay? You're getting it from that satellite right there. So it's all the view this way. So you know Mercury, Venus, Saturn, it doesn't matter. Saturn is not here on the map, right? But that doesn't matter. We don't care about that. But check the darkness out. So i.e. the darkness. You've already seen the meatball on the other side, okay? So, and then basically we'll go ahead and go back to that footage because it's more dramatic. You see the meatball. The only thing you see is the big shadow all around this side. And you still see huge CME action because you'd add this CME action into, and you don't see because of the shadow. You see the shadow in the middle. See how the CME comes all the way around? Whether even if you're going to stay in the mindset that just the sun's up there and we know the supergiants are up there, something's blocking right in the middle here. You know, I can point on this side of the screen and I can go over here and point on this side of the screen. Right here, there's darkness, okay? The CME doesn't get seen because there's something so huge that it's blocking the light out there in space, okay? There's a shadow from something that goddamn big. Okay, now watch. So no matter what, I had it paused there for a second. We'll see if I can do that again, but anyway, I had it paused because I was going to show you the meatball. And we'll just see if we can hit step, and then I'll hit step right there, and there you can. You can see the meatball. So that's what's causing that shadow on the other shot on the other side. Okay? Because you got Venus and Mercury right there. Okay? And what did we have that connected? Mercury. Okay? So no matter what, the meatball is there, and the meatball is causing a shadow. Just back the videotape up a little bit. Okay? And we've showed this a lot of footage here. And we showed you the meatball, so I'll back up and show you the darkness on the other side, that this big meatball is making a shadow, because you got Mercury right there, okay? This is making that shadow on the other side. So there you go. I'm not going to mess with the speed or anything. You'll see that shadow that's still there all the time. Pointed out to you before, the shadow is all around here, and it's basically blocking that CME action. It's not allowing it to be bright. And as you can see, matter of fact, I'll even freeze it there. Should be able to get a step on that. Okay, you see this step? You see that where you can still see this CME action here? You see that CME action there? It should be bright, right? There's something huge giving you that shadow right there. And that's more than likely M45, M48, or any of the M mass super dead planets. Something dark. And more than likely, exactly factual truth data, your eyes don't lie. It's right there. So, and then as we go, it'll end, and I'll end up hitting play, and you see the big shadow there, and it keeps blocking that. Otherwise, you'd have full CME action all the way around the sun. So, because no matter what, you get darkness there, darkness here. No matter what, the big meatball, something's out there, and you can even see a nice signature right there also. Huge, okay? Because there's way more than one mass, 40 or 48, 45 or anything. See that?